Should old acquaintance be forgot? Hey, it's you! Come on in. Welcome to our New Year's specials.
We have a fun collaboration soap today from Zingari Man.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, it's good to see you. Come on, your chair's always waiting. B. Lou and Rob Fagan were just here, and they piffed us an awesome soap to do today. And Heather knew we were doing it, so I think she's very smart. She knows that we don't want to ruin an episode by smelling a scent. Like if we've got to borrow soap or something, we couldn't do that episode because if there is a shave soap in that scent, we will have ruined our first impression. But we opened the box and we're delighted with a bunch of samples that were unscented. Yeah! So we could try them out, see how they work. What did she say?
We'd actually never seen these ones, at least this first one. Yeah. The hydration potion, which is pretty awesome.
Y'all, a hydration potion? Doesn't that sound like what you want?
And this time of year for winter, you know, everything gets a little dried out. Seems perfect. And then the other one is the aftershave balm. So we will bring this back to attention in the How It Shaves, but we wanted to make sure to show you.
Yeah, I have a splash of the master, and it's lovely. And so I'm excited to try some of this
balm and
stuff.
a potion.
Right. So what do you know about today's soap? It was pipped by B. Lou. That gives us a little hint.
Right, but I'm pretty sure back in the day when we first were talking to BBS Live, that they mentioned that this is actually one of their collabs.
Right.
And it wasn't available. So it just came back, and we timed it perfectly.
I'm so excited. Why don't we just meet the soap? All right, so from the sales page at Zingari Man.
This scent is a collaboration with Nate and Mel, known as the BBS Live Guys.
Love those guys.
Yeah, we started this project months ago and are happy we are finally able to bring it back to you. And then a second run now, I guess.
Yes, and the guys wanted something related to bourbon. So this soap scent notes are rich and slightly spicy. And there they are. We're not going to look at them. We're going to read them later. I'm excited. And they always kind of, their little logo is like a Scotch whiskey glass.
Or they're already drinking and shaving. It's a thing, you know?
Right. And sometimes they buy, they're the ones that buy the same bottle.
Right. And they'll all drink in separate states.
Together on the live. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much fun. I say we unbox it. I don't mean to alarm you, but this looks like slightly familiar handwriting, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy, guys. Merry Christmas from Heather. It's a Christmas note, everybody. Thank you,
Heather. Okay, we'll pass off the soap here first. Oh, yeah, see, there's the BBS logo,
and there's their logo. Yeah. That's so cool. Little Scotch glass and a razor blade, right? Oh, here we are. Look at that, y'all. Beautiful.
We figured this was good for the New Year's kind of theme of things,
and if you love the side label, like we love the side label.
And then, two pair of things.
There's a set! It's a set, y'all! I didn't know it was a set. That's cool.
I wasn't sure. I just knew that it got pipped to us. But
oh, those beautiful,
hey, we can
crispy
be perfect friends.
White Zingari Man
perfect
splashes. These usually just start with something beautifully and boozy, but I'm excited to see what other things are in there to balance it out, because it could be anything.
And I really thought we lost our chance to do this one, so it's kind of fun that it came
because
back.
It's been sold out for a while, and it's back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. It's back. You can jump to get your own if you're getting a little anxious.
Ready?
Oh, I say we have a first impression. What a perfect soap for New Year's Eve, right? Start with a little bourbon in your glass. My dad was a bourbon and water man. What did your dad drink?
Not much. If he's going to have something, it's a margarita or like a lot of beer or something.
Yeah, it's just for fun.
So, yeah.
All right, let's open it up. I think you should have the first.
You think? I really don't know bourbon that well.
This is sealed for your protection.
We will see if I notice the bourbony notes here. Can you take that off? They're stuck. It's attached. Okay, ready? Let's see. We haven't had a Heather's in a while. I'm excited to get a Zingari.
It's been far too long since we've had a Zingari.
Have more buddies in our den here.
We have
the
Watchman, and we have the Master.
And now we have.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh, I get a lot of woodsy with it.
Ooh!
But I guess if that's the barrel, maybe.
Oh, I love that idea.
Proof, right?
I love that idea. Do you smell the bourbon?
Yes, but it's not too overpowering. I was a little nervous because I didn't know if I really liked just the smell of bourbon, but it's perfectly crafted within the barrel, if that makes sense.
Okay,
at least I think that's what I'm getting.
Yeah. Right.
Is that? I mean, you know what the bourbon kind of smells.
Oh,
is
it's
a little
beautiful,
more.
and it's there. It's there for sure.
But it's not like crazy potent, if that makes sense. It's perfectly like blended.
It's like they took a color, the bourbon, and made a beautiful painting out of it with similar colors and some colors that are not similar.
Okay.
That are in here. Yeah, this is a whole picture, and it's starting to come to light. Okay, so I got bourbon in the middle, but then there's one or two little spicy things under it.
Yes.
And a bunch of light stuff up above it, y'all. So this is not like a darker spicy scent for me.
Right, no.
It has some of those darker spices in there.
Right.
But I love how it's being balanced out with the lighter sides, too.
Yeah. I really thought it was going to be a little darker, at least. I mean, maybe we can see once the lather happens. But first impression of just the whiffing of the bud here.
Some beautiful, beautiful woods, spices. I would not be shocked if there was a floral.
Yeah, or
the
something
very
that's
top
kind
of
of
this.
creamier. It's just a lighter scent.
Creamier. That's
It's a light. It just ends on that lighter
There's some
whiff.
Tonka vanilla
Something-
something in here like that, right? Just to give you the comfort of sitting somewhere beautiful
But you
while
know, like
drink your bourbon.
I know you smell your bourbon. You get all of the pieces. This, I feel like it has all those different layers of stuff in there. It's not just that's bourbon. Like it's a definite quality going on in there.
Yes. And you know what? If you love bourbon, it's here for you. But if you're not like a total bourbon fanboy, but you do enjoy the scent,
right?
It is in such a beautiful balance, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is a big painting going on here, and the bourbon is one color, but there's lots of other colors too.
There is. Getting a whiff of this. Do we attempt a lather to see what happens?
Yes,
So first,
lather,
and
first,
then
because
we can do
I
splash.
have a feeling there are some surprises.
I would agree. Are you?
Oh, little bite back to my stick, and I got my bowl going on right here. This is my AKA Brushworks bowl and brush set.
It's got a little sparkle in there for the new year. Why not?
From Amelia and Gardner, a.k.a. Brushworks. And you got the boozy over here. All right, let's see. So, y'all, the scents of these shaving soaps are not necessarily supposed to be completely present on the tub. They are when they're in the lather, because if you think about it, that's when they're actually being used, when they're being lathered. So that is where the real scent of the artisan should shine through, is once you add a little water and a little air in your favorite shaving brush.
I don't know why, but this soap really is reminding me of ice cream. I know it's not, but like melted ice cream. I want to like
homemade 4th of July.
Clearly, it smells good if I want to
right?
take a bite. But you can't
Here
eat the
we
soap.
go.
You have to
Don't
lather.
eat the soap. Crystal said don't eat the soap.
It's not a good idea. There is... it's kind of like I feel like I stepped into someone's workshop, like if they were sawing wood or something.
Yeah.
There's definitely a woodsy hit.
Oh, beautiful woodsy. And I totally get it. Somebody who has built a workshop but out of cedar, like
right?
something like that.
Or even when you go to like a brand new winery where they have all of the barrels lined up, it just has that smell of like wood around you.
And then that is being balanced out by something very subtly sweet, but not the bourbon. What is that? That might be a little of the Tonka, I think, that's in there.
I don't know. I'm getting more of like a lighter spice, maybe.
Ooh.
I don't know.
You know, dark and mysterious. I think it's about time we look for a map. Scent notes are rich and slightly spicy sandalwood. That makes sense. That's the kind of darker, spicier stuff that's down there. And then sweet Tonka! And a bit of smokiness and bite of bourbon. A little special touch. We added real bourbon in the soap.
Wow, cool.
Hey, nice. I love it. Okay, so let's look at these. Now, sandalwood. Boy, would that balance out the bourbon
but it's
beautifully.
the spicy part in front that I am definitely getting.
Spicy sandalwood.
And then warm
oak wood. Yes, I love these adjectives. And sweet Tonka. Spicy, warm, sweet. Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
so the smokiness, I was actually looking at the label, and it has a little smokiness on the label. And I thought I got, but a very light smoke.
Right.
You know, like at a campfire, the end of it, the lighter smoke, not the, it makes you want to cough smoke, but it's the lighter smoke.
And I know that there are some distilleries, there's a winery specifically too that I know of that I've been to, where they toast the head of the oak barrel. So who knows, maybe that's the smoke.
I know we don't really know how bourbon is completely made, but if it smells anything like this, this is wonderful.
This is wonderful. The sandalwood and the Tonka, for me, are what's coming together. And then the oak wood and the bourbon are coming together. And those, dude, teams are coming at each other, and there's a little bit of a tug of war in the middle.
It's so interesting that they used real bourbon instead of like an essential oil
That's
bourbon.
cool, right?
That's kind of fun.
Actual bourbon into the song.
I can see why Nate and Mel are fans of this.
Oh,
Okay.
and I love that the bourbon isn't stronger.
No,
Does that
it's
make
not.
sense?
Every whiff I get, I think it's going to be too much for me because it's not really my favorite. But I don't get that at all. I love it here. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's just it's almost like they use the bourbon to bring a clean spiciness to it.
That's a good way to put it.
Does
It's
that make
clean,
sense?
but
so
it's
when you
bourbony.
get the bourbon, it's like, ooh, what are you wearing? Not what are you drinking?
It's like you just stepped out of the shower, you're fresh and clean, and you have a little woodsy something, you're in a barn maybe, and you're
Right.
drinking bourbon.
I had an old
You know?
uncle that would put a dab of something, like actual his drink or something
That's
behind
funny.
his ear, right? Especially if it was like a spiced brandy or something. So like,
Interesting.
yeah, I totally
Why
get that.
not?
But it's being used almost as an ingredient to add
Exactly.
cleanness to it. Does that make sense?
Right, but that's why they all complement each other so well, because they're kind of meant to be part of the process.
And then there is a tiny edge here that keeps it masculine. What is that? Like just a subtle
I'm
dryness.
not sure if it's the smokiness. 'Cause
That-
there's
yeah.
something, but that mixed with the sandalwood, because that's why I was kind of getting like a
Right.
sawdust in a workshop kind of a smell.
I think it is something in the sandalwood mixed with the bourbon that's giving
Or
me
is
just
it
this
like
delightful little
bourbon
warm
soaked wood,
edge to
you know?
it. Right, yes.
Something like that, because there is the warm oak wood.
Okay, I think I need another one over here. We got to go a little deeper.
We got so distracted, we almost forgot. We
are
have a
gonna
splash.
open the splash for y'all now. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh,
Yeah? More bourbony, more woodsy?
it's a little different, I think. Hold on. I'll know in a minute.
Okay,
We'll know.
give
We'll
him
know
a second here.
We'll know in a minute. Hold on.
You just shaved, so see how that feels after your post-shave
Yeah, I
love.
just should. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's such a light, whimsical
Is it?
scent in the splash.
Does it have like more a different spice kind of hit, or it's
Oh,
all?
you
all there?
know, maybe a little less of the bourbon, maybe a little more of the other spices. What do you get?
Yeah, I almost wanted to finish drying so I get the full the
right?
dry down effect. We're
Yeah,
learning
we
is a
learned
thing.
that there are certain scents that don't even appear until it's dry. It's kind of magic, right?
Yeah.
So let's
Sneak
see what
attack.
this one's got hiding in
But
the
even
dry
from here,
down.
I'm definitely getting the bourbon woodsy hit.
Oh,
But it's very refreshing.
it's
just
such
clean.
a nice cologne. Do you
Right,
smell
it
this?
is.
It's like
I wouldn't
such
think it
a
works so
nice
good.
masculine cologne.
Yeah, whatever you did, Heather, it definitely makes it's like a cologne
beautiful.
like
Yes,
hit at
and
the
bourbon
end.
is not the first thing that would like jump out at me.
It's there, but the
Yes,
woods,
but
it's
a-
almost like perfectly dancing with that
right,
woodsy
a
hit.
rich, clean spiciness is the first thing that
Yes,
jumps out
I
at
would
me.
agree.
Not
and
like
then,
a bourbon, but
no, but then you're
whoa.
like, oh wait, there's bourbon in here too.
Right. Oh, you know, somebody like an Ed Wynn would smell like this. Uncle Albert from the Mary Poppins movie, the original, right? Somebody fun and
Yep.
whimsical and a character actor who's just there to make you laugh.
That they
right?
have like that fun side to them, but they can be
Right.
serious.
Oh, like I hope this is what W.C. Fields smelled like. W.C. Fields was known for having a flask like on camera, you know?
funny.
And he used to call it his pineapple juice. But it was bourbon.
wink,
but
wink,
He
nudge,
used to call it
nudge.
his pineapple juice. And once he took a big swig of it and he spit it out and he said, "Who put pineapple juice in my pineapple juice?"
Little did he
somebody
know.
anyway, but somebody just like super ritzy and masculine would wear something like this. This is a gorgeous cologne.
But then I can also see why Nate and Mel would bust this out too.
Those are some dapper boys. Those are some dapper gentlemen.
They're gonna have a
This
fun
makes
evening.
sense. Yep.
I can see.
And you know, Heather's scents are so beautiful and beautifully crafted and sophisticated that it totally makes sense. We gave a couple of samples of the Master and the Watchman to a couple of my singing
Right.
clients, and man, they bought them immediately. It was like, wow, this is so
Right?
cool.
It does tell a story. Like, it's not a simple, I mean, it can be simple because there's not many things listed if you want to think of it that way. But I still feel like this takes you somewhere. I am immediately in like some kind of distillery somewhere.
Right.
Or I'm on an adventure in a brand new fun cabin with wood around me and I'm drinking bourbon. Like, it could fill so many cool places.
There is just a talent level of these Zingari man soaps that's awesome.
and now we have a third one.
If a female were to smell like bourbon, would it make it more of a female scent? This was designed by a female.
Here, let's find out. Let's find out. You know, this will be my New Year's little hit here. Let it dry.
I know.
Let it dry down.
Like mine, I'm getting beautiful, sweet, notes from the splash that aren't the bourbon.
It's funny
else.
how the woodsy and the tonka make it seem like a whole new scent.
Yes.
It's not a normal tonka that I'm used to.
Right.
That, like at least how they're combining, blending.
Right. It's a beautiful creaminess, like I'm drinking my bourbon in a redwood grove.
Right. I know it's not like milk creamy, but it's just something softer about it.
Like something naturally creamy. This is wild.
I don't really get as much bourbon on me.
No.
Is that
this
weird?
Could totally be a feminine scent.
I don't. Yeah, why not? It has that woodsy. Okay, I gotta say, I feel like I'm one of those chicks that's gonna go build a log cabin or bust out a project.
Right.
Back in my Girl Scout days with all the carpentry or helping my dad in the shop.
Right.
Like, this is totally my thing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is so cool. I love this. And I love it's not just the bourbon. The bourbon's just one of the ingredients in this beautiful play.
And it's called barrel proof. It doesn't even really, obviously there's bourbon in there, but there is something about that barrel.
I get the wood just as much as the bourbon.
And it's a great combo.
It is.
Like, I gotta say, I wasn't really a bourbon fan, but after smelling this, I kind of am.
Well, it finds everything in the bourbon that's delightful, and it
Yes.
strips the rest of it away. So if you had a dad that drank a lot of bourbon, you know that there are some of those parts of the bourbon scent
Right,
that might
can
be a
get a
little...
little-
But no, she has taken everything delightful and warm and heartfelt about that bourbon core smell and gotten rid of everything else. So you're just getting the spices, you're getting the booziness, you're getting the heart of that bourbon.
And whatever's
It's
in the natural,
glorious.
like, soap base that they have at Zingari, man, it complements this wonderfully. Because coming back to this, to smell
Right.
it, I think that's the creamy part to me.
Glorious. And I know we don't talk about lather here at the Barbershop Duet, but y'all, are we mixing plaster? Are we painting a house? Look at this. Look at this. Incredible. And one of my favorite lathers. And not an incredibly thirsty lather. So just start with the water on your brush.
Very
You'll
thick.
be just fine. Good to go. It knows what to do.
It's funny because I don't have much scent memory with bourbon. So to me, my brain's almost trying to figure out what that is. Is it a nutty thing? Is it a creamy thing? Is it like, there's something in it that's familiar, but I don't know it because of the bourbon.
What's it telling you it is?
It's trying to figure it out. Like it knows it's oddly a drink or like a creamy, I almost get like an ice cream with nuts in it and something, like the ribbon of a flavor. And that might have been the bourbon caramely kind of hit. Like there's something that my brain's like, you know this, but you don't know why.
Yeah. Oh, it just reminds me of my nights in Las Vegas going
Oh,
from
there
one
you go.
magic show to the next. I worked in a magic show. So
You did. Fun fact.
We had to go see a lot of magic when we were in Vegas. But yeah, it just kind of reminds me of that. Just a little drink on the table and being in Vegas and being dressed up and seeing an awesome show.
I do have to say, you guys have probably helped me enjoy some bourbon a lot more. So thanks,
Right.
Nate, Mel, and Heather for helping us with this.
Yep. So it's pretty simple. As long as you get on a plane by, right about now, you'll
Yeah.
be pulling into Manhattan in just about enough time. Find your way into Times Square.
Yeah.
The cabs from JFK Airport, it's a set fee. Don't let them scam you. So when you get to Times Square, first thing, put on a diaper because for some godforsaken reason, they don't let you go to the bathroom. And then wait 900 hours. And when it gets to be midnight on New Year's Eve and you see that ball drop and you've got that warm bourbon in your hands, welcome 2024. You just got your own. So, head over to ZingariMan.com where you'll find this and everything else I want in the world. You know what I love? I've had my shave with Barrel Proof, and it's not a reminder of the drink. It's a reminder of a really cool tavern, a really cozy, warm place where I enjoyed that drink. That is the smell of this. Something about the woods isn't really the barrel for me. It's more like the really cool furniture or the bar itself. I don't know. It's just, it wakes that place up. Not a thing, but a place and some really cool people. And the lather, get out of town. It's an awesome lather. And just the water on your brush. That's it. It's not crazy thirsty. She knows just what to do with the water on your brush. This soap does. And it's going to give you a great shave. It's a fun time and it just feels good. It has a lovely combination of being slick and foamy. And man, you're going to like it. This is a lovely thing. Thank you, Heather. And thank you, B. Lou and Rob, for piffing this our way.
Welcome to messages.
Hey, so Rod and Mandy at Sterling sent us a full set of Burgundy to give away to y'all. So all you have to do is be a subscriber here on YouTube, and very important, send us an email right here to wesentyou@thebarbershopduet.com. It's actually those emails that we will use to pick our winner and to be able to get right back to you so that we can send these out based on Anchorman and smelling of rich mahogany.
And then we will pick our winner to have the name dropped on January 17th, a Wednesday.
So watch the January 17th episode and watch the description of the video. Our winner will be announced there. So good luck, y'all, and stay classy, San Diego. All right, so thanks to the BBS Live, we now have Bluegrass Muse, which is a whiskey, and we've got Barrel Proof, which is a bourbon.
Ooh.
Boys, thank you for being our bartenders on New Year's Eve. This is going to be awesome. Maybe I should use one and you should use the other on New Year's, right?
We can have a good New Year's Eve.
This is going to be awesome. Yeah, because we don't drink anymore, folks. But these are enough for us right now.
I love that this came back, and I love that we won it, because I don't know if I would have been brave enough to get like a more bourbon kind of induced one, but it's kind of fun. So we wanted to say a double thank you to B. Lou from Canadian Mafia, who got this piffed to Rob Fagan, who then piffed it back to us.
Yes.
So it's like a three-way piff, which is kind of fun.
And check out the Canadian Mafia show and the BBS Live shows on Instagram. We are usually there, and they're a great time where lots of great community members are present, including Heather.
Yes, don't forget, you're next up on with the Barbershop Duet.
Oh, you'll smell and feel better just watching this.